Every time we are on this show, Swiper brings up Chill calling Jayson Tatum the best small forward in the league. Every time. Even when Jayson Tatum's not the topic. Every time. That is why you get called a hater. Not because sometimes you point out that Jayson Tatum isn't as good as other people say. It's because even when Jayson Tatum isn't a topic of discussion, you bring up Jayson Tatum isn't as good.
We're talking about the Celtics.
That's why
in the
you get
finals and Eastern Conference Finals.
It's not because sometimes
make any
you just
sense.
happen to talk about
so
it.
there's
it's
two
because
teams
every
playing.
time he's not even
There's two teams playing.
Talk about it.
I don't
There's
know.
two teams playing. It's Luka and it's Tatum at the top of the billing. That's how it works. You're going to get discussed.
Even before they were in the finals. And Chill will know this is a fact. Chill. Every time Swiper's on this show, do we have a conversation about why Jayson Tatum isn't as good as
we don't every single time I'm on the show. No, we do not. Chill. Every time. No, that's literally hyperbole. Definition of hyperbole.
Swiper.
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 Okay, here we go. All right. I will
every time
since we have this combo, we don't have to talk about Tatum anymore. No problem.
Nah, keep pressing them.
Keep pressing them. And it's just going to be wise not to say nothing about
it. No, because every time I come up here, I
see what you did, Mars. Chill can't even get pressed anymore.
No, that's not true. Because every time you come up here, Swiper, I am prepared to fight you when it comes to Jayson Tatum. I already know that. That's part of it. That's not to say that, I don't want you to do it anymore. It's just part of the show. And it's not just part of the show like wrestling. No, I know how you feel about Jayson Tatum. You know how I feel about Jayson Tatum. And we go at it. So I know that every time I see you, I'm prepared to fight you on Jayson Tatum. I already know that. You're going to bring that up.
No, it's cool because I understand. There are some players off topic because it's too much and all that stuff. I get it. I get it.
Kick his ass. Kick his ass.
I get it. No, let's talk about JT because it's gone. Like it's going some interesting ways.
Isn't that just a response to him also Chill saying that Luka Doncic and Jayson Tatum are close? Like, isn't that just a response to like those type of takes? Because
Chill hasn't spoke about that in months until someone else brings up him saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, Chill said that a while ago, and now every single time, like Chill hasn't even said that like of his own volition in months, but people keep bringing it up.
Okay, well I don't know.
And then now we end up having the conversation, not because Chill starts it, but because other people bring it up, and now Chill feels the need to defend Jayson Tatum every single show because people keep telling him he's not that good.
People in particular,
that's why they get called haters. It's not because everyone's like, oh, Jayson Tatum's the best.
Mars, Mars, the reason why it gets brought up so much is because it's an outlandish take. Like that's why it's like Chill not having Kobe top 10. If I bring somebody up here, they're gonna address one of three things. Like, and let's say for instance, Mars, you really believe that Jalen Green was the best shooting guard in the league, and let's say I sincerely believed that Halliburton was the best point guard in the league. When people come up here, it's gonna be four things they address: either A, that you think Jalen Brown's the best shooting guard in the league; B, that I think Halliburton's the best point guard in the league; C, that Kobe's not top 10. Or D, that Ox and Chill really believe that Jayson Tatum's better than Luka. Those are outlandish takes. It's crazy.
No, that's
happy to die on that.
What I'm saying is, but what I'm saying is the reason people are going like, and I'm going to Swipe because Swiper's on here, not just random people in the chat. No disrespect, but the reason Swiper gets called a hater is not because he validly believes Jayson Tatum isn't as good as Jokic or Embiid, or he's not a top 5 player and he's more in line with the Kevin Durant's and Kawhi's of the world. He's not called a hater because of that. He's called a hater because every time, every show, even if we're not talking about Jayson Tatum, he manages to find a way to talk about the fact that Jayson Tatum isn't as good as those guys. It's not because he believes he's not as good as those guys.
So after they get every done show, playing, he feels the need to tell us. You understand that if you spend the last month talking about 2 or 3 or 4 teams, the conversation is going to come up relative to the fact that Chill is arguing that he believes he's of this standard. Yet when we watch a game-by-game basis, I'm going to ask him the question, does he still believe this? Because we're watching the games, and in the games, he's not performing that way.
I'm just telling you why you're being called a hater.
Has Chill changed his tone since Chill no longer believe that he's in those conversations? No. Chill?
He's still
Chill.
Which conversations?
Chill.
Do you think what
conversations we talk about?
No, not just Tatum. Where do you rank Tatum now that the postseason?
Oh, I still think he's a top 5 player in the game.
And there it is, right there, Mars. So Mars, these conversations won't end until that nigga puts him in the bottom 10 where he belongs. Period.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm just saying why people get called a hater. It's not because their opinion of Jayson Tatum is wrong. I think
because Shay's better than him, Giannis better than him, AD's better than him, Jokic better than him, LeBron better than him.
No.
Waiting for him to say Embiid, but it's cool.
Embiid,
but
Embiid better than.
But once again, I'm not saying if you don't have Jayson Tatum top 5, you're a hater. I'm not saying if you don't have Jayson Tatum top 8, I don't have him wherever you want.
How about this? How it is? Where do you have Luka? Chill. If Tatum is 5, where's Luka?
Oh, I had them right next to each other. That's why
now. I'm saying right now. The whole
the finals concluding. The season's over.
The season's done. Where you
I still think Luka's a top 5 player.
Where's Luka though? Tatum is 5.
Who's 4 and who's 5, basically?
I think Luka's 4. I still have.
It's right there. So Mars, all that yapping, and he still has the nigga 4 and 5. He still has them right next to one another.
I still have them.
Yeah, but I'm not saying choose right.
So he's right. So Swiper is justified for challenging that shenanigans. That's he's
but if
right
Chill doesn't bring up his top 5 and we're still talking about it, I mean, there's a reason why he'd be called a hater.
I'm bringing it up.
Sure,
I'll bring it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you're a hater.
Bring it up.
I just think that
you laughed when he didn't win Finals MVP. You didn't even celebrate Jaylen Brown.
You know why?
You were celebrating Jayson Tatum not winning.
You know why? Because I knew that people like Ron and Chill were still gonna be nasty. And Ron is sitting here now talking about best duo in the league, and Chill still has this man 5 right next to Luka. I knew that those things are going to still happen. And so I just wanted to see what the response was. Which is
where I had him all year long. So it's not like I flip-flopped and all of a sudden it turns into something completely different.
If he can underperform, even by what you're saying, if he can underperform and you still have him 5th, while other players have probably exceeded your expectations, I'm pretty sure Shea exceeded your expectations in this playoff run. Did he?
He did do a lot better than what I thought he was going to do.
And so
not a lot. Let me rephrase that. I'm sorry. He didn't do a lot better than what I thought he was going to. I was expecting to see a better player in the playoffs, and I saw that.
So Shea averaged 37 and 6. Okay. 37 and 6, shooting 50, 40, and 80, I think.
And I think he averaged 31 a game during the regular season. So at minimum, as a player in the playoffs, you have to at least do that. At least.
But Tatum didn't, though.
Tatum didn't do what Tatum
didn't match his regular season.
He didn't match his regular season production. And if anything, what's his name actually became a better 3-point shooter and a better playmaker in the postseason.
Who? SGA did?
Yes.
He had more responsibility. Yeah.
So that's my point. He had more responsibility.
But if you're executing with that more, it's supposed to be harder when you have more responsibility. It's supposed to be harder when you have to shoot more shots. You're allowed to make more.
His numbers actually went up, though, Ron. That's what we're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the same thing.
No.
Against Dallas, they went up. Against the Pelicans, it wasn't.
But who are the Pelicans?
A better defensive player, sure.
Bro, one had Herb Jones and one had Derrick Jones.
Right.
So one could argue the Pelicans was the tougher match.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I expect anybody to play against the Pelicans and their numbers to go down.
And why can't we
just like I expect you to play the Wolves and your numbers to go down.
Jayson Tatum has been known to shoot bad. That's happened. Yes, he's been known to do that. And yes, he didn't score the basketball as efficient as you would like it in this postseason. No, he did not do that. However, he did do the other things that he didn't do last year when they lost. He didn't do those things. He did those things more this year. And in the process of him doing those things more this year, they won. That's called sacrificing my game.
He didn't chill. Shooting 38% ain't sacrifice. You just miss shots.
Yeah, I'm
Can
so
we stop with that.
I'm sacrificing. That's what I'm saying.
He took the shot.
Now it's a hater.
It's called sacrifice because they won.
Exactly. He didn't sacrifice.
I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. That's when I have to respond to that, Chill, because you're so unreasonable with that take. I sound like a hater because when I say sacrificing and having 22 shots a game or whatever else it was, and shooting 38% from the field is not sacrifice. You did not play good.
Chill,
but then if I say that,
he didn't sacrifice. Chill,
that's hating. So you led your team in shots, and you shot, and even with all that spacing, 38% from the field. But he's 25, Swiper. He has more points than Kobe.
He took the same 20 shots that he normally takes. He just missed more of them.
Jayson Tatum was clearly gunning for the Finals MVP last night. Like
he was. 100%
we could see it.
But
so there's not really sacrifice in the sense of sacrifice in the sense of he didn't have to do as much as he did last year. Sure, he's but on the court he wasn't sacrificing.
You muted, Lo.
saying the things he's saying, this is the point that we're saying. You can't sit here and say that somebody sacrificed when he took the same amount of shot attempts that he normally takes. He just wasn't making them.
Right.
Unless he missed on purpose.
Yeah, if he made a shot, he would have averaged.
He
like
wasn't missing on purpose. That's not that. That's not.
I'm just.
Come on.
He went out again. But
well, yeah, I don't think he.
No, but chill. But how does that work? How do you lead your team in shots and then you, with all the spacing, and you shoot 38% from the field? How does that work?
Well,
I gotta go.
He missed some bunnies in his jump.
I'm still gonna listen. I just want to be clear. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. Tatum can underperform and his team still perform that well. This is effectively the concept that we say, and I think that's fine. I think it's very similar to like how they built the Bad Boy Pistons, where they knew that going into series, they should not believe that Isaiah Thomas was going to be the best player going up against Larry Bird, Magic, and Jordan. So we need to add even more talent to the roster, such as that Adrian Dantley, and then flip that for Mark Aguirre and just keep adding a conglomerate of talent because they knew that they can go into series and not rely on Isaiah Thomas being better than Bird, Magic, and Jordan. So they knew they just needed to get a better roster. And effectively, it's the same thing, that you cannot go into series and bank on the idea that Tatum is going to be better than hopefully a healthy Embiid, Giannis, Luka, Curry, or whoever, Jokic, whoever makes it to the finals. You can't. So we just need to maximize as much talent that we can around them. And even then, when that happens, the nigga still shoots stuff 40%. But all right, man. Shout out to
Low Down in the house.
Number 10, Jayson Tatum, man. Love it, man.
Low Down in the house.
And number what, Jaylen Brown?
25.
And number what duo?
8.
He's about to say
8. All right, Lo.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. Yeah, the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.